Today we're talking about a debt respite scheme that might be able to give you some protection from your creditors. Hi, it's Scott here from MoneyNerd, and it's my mission to arm you with knowledge so you can take back control of your finances. Today we're looking at a debt respite scheme known as Breathing Space. We'll be discussing what it is, how it could help you, how to access it, and who is eligible. I'm going to be getting all of this information straight from the horse's mouth. I'm on the MoneyHelper website, and they're a government-backed service, so you know that they're legitimate, and they've got all of the information that we need. Just to be clear, I don't give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just making sure that you have access to the information that you need so you can make an informed decision. If you're struggling with debts, you might be able to get extra support through Breathing Space. It could give you valuable time to find an effective long-term solution for dealing with your debts and helping you move forwards. In simple terms, Breathing Space is a debt solution that gives you temporary protection from the creditors that you owe money to if you're struggling with debts. It includes things like freezing most interest, freezing fees, freezing charges, and pausing most enforcement action that your creditors might want to take against you. It's a short-term option to give you time and space to engage debt advice and find a longer-term solution. There's two types of breathing space. You got standard breathing space, which you apply for through debt advice, and it lasts up to 60 days with a review between days 25 and days 35, and a mental health crisis breathing space, which is specifically for people in mental health crisis treatment, and they can only be applied to through an approved mental health practitioner, and that lasts for the duration of your treatment plus an extra 30 days. Like other debt solutions, standard breathing space does have some eligibility requirements. You'll need to live in England or Wales, have a qualifying debt, not be in a DRO, an IVA or bankruptcy, and not have been in breathing space in the last 12 months. If you live in Scotland, there's a similar scheme, but sadly in Northern Ireland there isn't an equivalent. To qualify for mental health breathing space, you must have been detained or removed to a safe space under the Mental Health Act, or be getting care from a hospital or a specialist mental health team. So assuming that you meet the eligibility criteria, next you need to know if your debts are eligible. Luckily, most personal debts will qualify for breathing space. That includes things like credit card debts, personal loan debts, payday loans, and most government debts. I'll leave a full list in the description below. Joint debts like joint mortgages also qualify, even if only one of you wants to apply for breathing space. However, where possible, you should talk to the person that you hold joint debts with, just to make sure that they're aware that you are applying for breathing space. Guarantor loans also qualify, but the breathing space does not cover the person guaranteeing the loan. Now, there's a few types of debts that don't qualify for breathing space. These are things like debts due to fraud, court fines, child maintenance payments, student loans, and a few others. Again, I'll link a full list in the description below. Applying for breathing space must be done through a debt advisor. If someone approaches you directly about breathing space or offers to arrange it for you for a fee, it's likely to be a scam. To find a trustworthy debt advisor, you can use the MoneyHelper's Debt Advice Locator tool, which I'll link in the description. Mental health crisis breathing space is a little bit different. You can't apply for mental health crisis breathing space by yourself. You can only apply with the support of an approved health practitioner. That means someone approved under the Section 114 of the Mental Health Act by any local social services authority in England and Wales. If you want to find and speak to an approved mental health practitioner about breathing space, you should speak to the healthcare professional that's most involved with your current care. Breathing space is designed to give you time to get debt advice and look at any possible debt solutions. This means that you must continue speaking to your debt advisor throughout the span of breathing space to continue to receive its protections. The advisor will conduct a midway review with you between days 25 and 35 to confirm that you're engaging with advice and meeting the conditions of breathing space. If you're in any doubt of what you need to do during breathing space, you should speak directly to your debt advisor. Mental health breathing space is designed to give you time to get treatment without being pursued for your debts. You do not need to meet the same conditions as standard breathing space, but a nominated point of contact will need to confirm that you're still in mental health treatment every 30 days. Now, you shouldn't get breathing space confused with the payment holiday. Whichever breathing space program you're in, you should continue to pay bills and pay your regular debt repayments if you can. At the end of breathing space, the protections will end and the creditors that you owe money to can restart the interest and fees and charges and resume any legal action that they want to take against you. This is why it's very important that during breathing space, you actively engage with your debt advisor to find a longer term debt solution that will work for you and that can avoid these types of things happening. If you're thinking about pursuing a breathing space program, then it will be useful for you to know how to prioritize your debt. I've put together a simple video that will show you how to do that, and you can check that out here. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. If you found it useful, please hit the like button, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.